Organizational culture and change. Welcome, my name is Marcella Bremer and I'm working as a consultant in the field of organizational change and culture. In this video, I'd like to show you what is organizational culture, why it matters so much, and I'm going to introduce to you the Organizational Culture Assessment Instrument to support successful change. We're all facing many challenges nowadays. Many teams and organizations need to change, and there can be several indicators for this. Of course, we just had the crisis and some are still suffering from it. But maybe you have new competitors entering your market, or you're faced with demanding customers who want better products and better services from your company. Or maybe your indicator to change is that you see complaining staff and that you sense that employees are not satisfied and things aren't running as smoothly as they could. So maybe that is a signal to change too. Maybe in your case it's decreasing profit and sales figures, or there's a merger or a reorganization ahead. There are several reasons. Everybody has their own challenges, but in many cases change is the only constant and it is necessary to adapt in order to be successful. So how can we create or stimulate successful change? Organizational culture makes the difference. It's a very important factor if you want to be successful. Research has shown its powerful impact on performance and long-term effectiveness of organizations. So you better take this into account if you want to be successful. And it's also a very important factor when employee morale and retention are concerned: commitment, productivity and innovation. So it's a very mighty factor, and we'd better take it into account if we want to be fit for the future as an organization, and if you want to see some change to stick and to be successful. So, organizational culture strongly impacts daily behavior and organizational performance, as we have discussed. But what is culture? What is it exactly? For now, we're going to keep it short and simple. And you could say that culture simply is the way we do things around here. It's our specific way of doing business and treating our customers and getting along with colleagues or not, and responding to change. It's our way to do things around here. And we have our specific way because we share often subconscious assumptions and tacit beliefs. And I'm sure you have experienced this too when you work somewhere. There are unwritten rules. Some people are successful, others are not. Some things are appreciated and other things are not valued at all. So that is the way we see things. It's a common view of the world and the business, and that is shaping everyone's behavior. So that is what culture is. It's a very strong group process. And here's the thing: if you don't use culture, culture will use you. And how is that? It's because if you're not aware of culture, it will shape you. Because as a human being, we all have a very deep need to fit into a group and to belong to a group. And because of that, we copy each other. We want to be alike. So human beings, they copy each other, they coach each other and correct each other's behavior to fit into the group. So this is a process that is always happening in groups, whether you're aware of it or not. So if you want to make sure that culture works for you and supports your change instead of against your necessary change, you better work with this very mighty factor that is affecting people's worldview, the way they see things and the way they do things. So if you want change to stick, You want to make sure that people are actually going to change and behave in a different way. And that's why you need culture. Your change needs to fit into the culture, and culture needs to change along with it. And that's why I'm going to tell you a bit about the Organizational Culture Assessment Instrument, briefly OCAI. You can use this assessment to diagnose and change culture to support future performance. The assessment takes about 15 minutes and people assess the current as well as preferred culture. And very often, but not always, there's a gap in between those two, and that tells you what you need to change and what direction to take. So a 15-minute assessment gives you a lot of interesting information if you engage all employees to fill it out. The assessment is available online. It's fully automated and it's free for individuals. You can try this tool and see for yourself what it can do for you. If you're interested in more about it, I'm going to tell you more in the next video. But for now, just go to this website and do the assessment at ocai-online.com. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Thanks and bye.